To be or not to be, that is the question. The answer is always in the question, especially if we exclaim it, because you just look at the exclamation mark. It is I inverted. To be or not to be, that is the question. How do you read this? That is not the question, to be or not to be. We know we're in a dual polarity experience. That is the question. So what is that? It's a question we have all asked. Let's write it down. Who am I? I'm sure you have all asked yourself that question. About yourself, I am referring. We know that we are in a duality. The answer is always in the question. We mirror it. We reflect upon it. Who am I? I am who? That is who. So who am I? I'm no closer to really knowing. I have an idea from that, but it doesn't tell me. We are not spelling it right. We're hearing it, but we're not using the right spell. The question is right. Who am I? I am who? So I ask again, what is that? That is who? Who? Let's examine who. Duality. Its twin pillars. Jesus said, I come with a sword. I do not come to make peace. Two polarities, fire and ice, the solar and the lunar, the twin pillars. You are the balance. You are the bridge. You are driving a wedge between the fire and the ice. The elements have been turned elementaries. Sun worship, Aries, secret Aries, document Aries, and so on and so on. Who? I am who? Who? I am in duality. Two eyes. Forgive me, because I have been preoccupied. Because I made the same mistake as everybody else. I looked into the past. I looked in something that was before to try and make sense of now. But now is all there is. With those two eyes, occupied, ocular was pie-eyed. But it wasn't looking at the right segment of pie. Because with two eyes, it joins to the mind's eye. It's you. So when you see on an earth plane, you're not getting the whole picture, the whole circle. You're not seeing pie, you're just pie-eyed. We bring in the umlaut, the unter, the under. The two eyes on you. But you don't see, you see nothing. Because the dots, the eyes have gone. You need to see it from a higher perspective. N is Lord. But you're not seeing with these two eyes any longer. You don't see in the physical plane. You see from a higher perspective. UCN. So, I am who? I am that sword that splits the fire and the ice elements. The eternal battle between fire and ice, the Piscean age, the two fish looking in opposite directions, the two-faced god Janus, is all shown there. Take the middle path. Be the bridge between the two. See it in balance, Libra scales. But of course, God fell asleep in Golgotha, the skull. Pineal, what is expressed as the Father. God became man, human, in two forms, male and female. All this has been inspired by a question I was asked earlier, my soul sister Jane. You really do, you've taken a much quicker route. I'm smiling. I'm almost envious that you haven't had to go through the swamp of conspiracy theories and you've took a much quicker path. So, yeah, you've got it. Something else came out. It's a personal message, and it's also for a much wider audience, because I can give testimony to this. So, Angel, for you, this is. Cast your mind back 3 years ago, and you said to me, that message you sent me was scary. The fires came between to a mile of my house in California. I just got the sensations of feeling. So I went with feeling to relay that message. But the bigger picture, the bigger message of this is this. You will feel the heat, but you will come to no harm. Now, for those of you that have seen all about those California fires and Australia fires, although you haven't physically experienced it, if you are not there physically, possibly you have reacted to what has been presented to you on the screen, and it may have enraged you, it may have caused an internal fire in you, and the internet spreads like a wildfire. But where is it? It is all in you. It is feeling, and it spreads like wildfire. So, who? We want to see the bigger picture. We can draw it like this. The sepulchre. The point of it is right there in the middle, it's you. Now, how many sides are there on a square? Remember the whole point of everything is you. You are the centre point. We can do like the Creator has done, because the Creator is in everything. We can fragment, we can be hung, drawn and quartered, we can be split into four. Things have been skewed. It's your four elements here. There's the air, the heavens, there's the earth, fire and ice. You are the centre point. Now you can ride any one of the four horses, the four horsemen of the apocalypse. You can go with the red horse, which is the material world. You can go with the pale horse. You can live in fear. You can go with the black horse. Most of you are on the black horse. You think you know. And that can be with good intentions. You may have the idea that you want to solve world health issues and become a doctor, and then you become a pharmaceutical agent. It's with good intentions, but it's not the right horse. It's the black horse. The one to take is the silver horse, the silver thread of truth, the good positive. Let's draw this in another way. See, if I do it on a circle, you get the symbol of Earth. You are the centre of it. You are your own. You are the universe. There is everything else is an external projection of you. See, you've got good and bad, and you've got positive and negatives to those. So you can have the road to hell is paved with good intentions. That's a negative positive. See what you have. There's 3 wedges, 3.1, but there's 4. There's pi. It's ascension. It's taking the right path and ascending. It's just seeing things from the right angle, seeing things from the L, not from the inverse. So conspiracy theories and things are negative good. It's all very well looking in the past, but you become preoccupied. It is not going to find the answer. The answer is within you. It's always been within you. It is not something that is external. It's a family reunion. You raise the son from the gut. It's working with magnetics internally inside you. Mother Earth is the heart brain. That also is now operating the vessel. It is in dialogue with the Father, which is the pineal gland, which you can think of as an antenna to something external, your higher self, God, Creator, whatever, or you can, to my mind, it would be contained within one, because if everything is external to you, then therefore God is within you. You are the Grail. When you empty the cup, that is the birth from above, because that's when the waters break, but there are no waters in that birth from above. So you've got 3.14, you've got pi expressed here. You've got 4. But you've also got 5, which makes 9. 9 is being presented to you at the moment. The internet, the media have presented something on the 9th of April, the 99th day, 99 years, 99999s. I got a notification for Rachel Elnell's video 9 seconds after she'd uploaded it. It's pointing in the right direction. But just remember that everything you feel is inside you, just like those California fires. It spreads like wildfire. If we want to put it into an organic term, because it's an operating system, the spirit and the organic body. Trust in the gut feeling will not let you down. That is the power and the wisdom of the Christ within you. That is the Son. Trust in that. Because that is part of the answer. But to be or not to be, when the mind and the body are both still, they are just being. Also, they are not being, they're not doing their stillness. They are neutralized, which allows the magnetics to work internally. The mind and the body are joined in a union, which allows the magic to start with the son, the mother and the father, the pineal, the heart, the gut feeling, the family reunion, your real Holy Trinity within inside you, within inside your world. This is just an experience here. But there's where you've got all your numbers as well. The whole, the zero, the one. It's the symbol on most electronic equipment, the power symbol. But it's up to you. You can cube it. You can expand out. You can create a circle. You can be boxed into one of the other three. It's a pyramid from above as well. It's the wedge. It's bringing the heaven to earth. It's bringing those other two elements back into the equation, because you want to equalize things, you want to level things out. It's the scales of justice. It just is. It's just being. That's through meditation. The message I got, and from all of this, just inspired by one question, it's amazing, and it just all clicks into place. So you want to get through all this shit at the moment, all this fear and illusion. Just trust in self. It's been spun as, if you're not being obedient, that you're being selfish. But that's a twist, because everything's obscured. Because if we turn it to a diamond instead of a square, it's up and to the right. Everything's twisted. Western astrology turned into a horoscope. But look at the procession. If you are the sun, if you are the king, does not everything go past you? The procession, the parade, the 12 aspects of you, the disc eye poles, your 12 zodiac signs, your 12 systems in the body. It's all encoded within you. You are what you have been looking for. It's always the last place we think to look, but that's the problem. Don't think. Still the mind. The images will just come. You don't have to clutter the mind with little details. The information will just be presented to you. The world is at your fingertips, as you could say. You're moving it back from a government to a firmament. A firmament is a sound mind. It's saying inside. If you could hear the dialogues, if you could see the conversations that I've had with some of you, and that have been played out in the mind as real as they are, as if I was in the same room with you. Whether any of you have experienced it or felt it, I do not know. Only you would know that. It doesn't matter. That's irrelevant. That's a secret known only to one. Something known only to one, which is you. Because only you know. If you feel it, it matters not if nobody else believes you. It just is. My father is Ra-El. Isis, Ra and El. Mother, Father, Son. Everything all comes back and points to the same thing. It points to a singularity, to a one, an all one, which is what we are. So the amazing thing is, really, I am totally insane because I know you are me. Huh. So I'm actually just talking to myself, as are you. Bit of a mind-blowing concept, and I hope it has blown minds, because expand your universe, this is what it's all about. It's all about experience. It's all about expanding consciousness. This is the whole purpose, the whole point of you. You are the point of that circle. I am who? Who man? That is the question. That is the answer. To be or not to be. It's all encoded in everything. It'll just reveal itself. Wherever you look, you'll see it. When you start to see it, you can't not see it. There is sunlight, there is moonlight. They're both light. And they're both on a background of dark. They're both against a contrast. Different shades, but still different things to be in contrast. Otherwise, how would you see them? You just need to be that balance in the H, that middle path, that middle ground, that middle level between the two, but driving the wedge, keeping the fire and ice from this insane ongoing battle that they present. It's like Pisces. It's two fish, but they're both fish at the end of the day. So be careful where you cast your nets. I would suggest up and to the right. In Lakesh.